Happy holidays, everyone. That's a little bit of the song Joy to the World, and it's from a book of mine, 30 Christmas Songs for Fingerstyle Ukulele. And you've all heard this wonderful piece. We're playing it in the key of C here, and it's great practice for doing a C scale. The melody is just ascending right down the scale. You can run up and down your C scale. Great opportunity to put in a bass line in there. It's simply just the open string. While you play the scale, alternating index and middle in the right hand. And then we're going to add an F chord to G7 to C. This song works really well at a fast tempo or a slower tempo. Of course, when you first practice things, you want to try nice and slow. And the arrangement I kept very simple, where it's basically just the melody filled in with a few bass notes and chords. And we're mainly just using those C, F, and G7 chords. Such a classic. It's George Friedrich Handel who composed this very famous melody. I'll play the whole thing. So there's some great challenges here with technique on the ukulele, and such a memorable, fun piece to play, and it definitely makes you feel full of joy, a very joyful piece to play. And it has some opportunities to really work on building your right hand technique and alternating fingers with some of the scales, as well as slur technique. That's where you do hammer-ons, and all using that just one octave of a C scale. So to play the song, it's in 4/4 time, and I'll play it much slower here. And just to count off through the first phrase, we do a half note, 1, 2, then dada rhythm, 3 and 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You can use, keep my fingers moving here, down to the third string, index and middle. Then here I use thumb, index, middle ring to roll the F chord, then thumb to middle, then a full 4-note chord for G7, thumb to middle, then thumb and middle again, play the C, then I use my thumb to play the second string, third, fourth. Let's try that first phrase. Ready, play. Now there's the next phrase that just stays on the C chord. We're playing quarter notes there for 1, 2, 3, 4, then a dada rhythm, 1, 2, and 3. Then repeat that. You could do a dynamic contrast when you repeat. This part's really fun. So then we play the open strings. Now here's where we do the slurs. 0, hammer on to 1, then we play 3. You can practice that a few times. And then we work our way down with a pull-off. Those eighth notes go by really fast. Now this is tricky. We have to cross strings here. You could do a hammer-on up the third string to the fourth and fifth. That might even be safer. And then a pull-off to not have to cross strings there, but it's great to work on that index on the third string, middle on the second. Those places in the piece in measure 15 and in measure 16 allow you that chance to work across the strings. And so let's go back to where this phrase starts. Pick up to measure 9. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Bass note is just a C. We're just dropping in that C every new measure. Then going up, E, hammer on, 4 and 1. 2, 3, pull off, fourth string in the bass, the G to a G7, thumb, then block chords here. I use index and middle to play these, and thumb, index, and then we just end. You could end with a full C chord, or just the bass note C. So the very end there we have the first finger plays the F note, with A, and then you shift that finger up 2 frets and play 5, 4, 3. It's a C shape. Shifting with the first finger, then right back down, 2 and 1 on the third and the second string, a D and F. Open, then repeat that. Then third finger in first on the B and the D, 4th fret and second, the lowest strings, and then the C open. It's a short song and there are many verses, so you could actually repeat this many times. Let's try it from the top. Ready, play. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Dotted rhythm. Now I'll play that softer for the repeat. Then here comes our hammer on. 4 and 1. Dotted half note, 3 counts. Pull off. Cross strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I bet you have this song very clearly in your ear, and that'll help you interpreting some of these rhythms. But it's really good if you can count them out. There's this really nice, it sounds like a real syncopation that happens in measure 17. When you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. So you play on beat 2 and that holds to beat 3, and then you play again on beat 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Dotted rhythm, then quarter notes. So have some fun with this song and work on your right hand technique. Really pay attention to what you're doing. It's always good if you notice in the music there are clear indications of which fingers to use in your left hand. Try to decide with your right hand. There are many different techniques that can work on the ukulele. You don't have to do everything that I was mentioning with alternating, but I find at a faster tempo it definitely makes a difference. It smooths things out. Using those slurs versus articulating each note also helps to smooth things out. One more time from the top. Let's play a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking of it like cut time. That's joy to the world. So remember to subscribe to our Ukulele Corner channel, and I look forward to seeing you with more music soon.